my chips. I'm getting rich. Running up digits, counted up 6 stacks. My money flipping, let's take a trip. Splash. Standing on business, tycoon rich. I'm rich. Look at my chips. I'm getting rich. Running up digits, counted up 6. My money flipping, let's take a trip. Splash. Standing on business, tycoon rich.
All right. Great morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. All right. So we're going to get right into it. As you all know, we trade the NASDAQ index. And just to kind of give you all a quick briefing, these are some of the companies that are in NASDAQ. We go over this pretty much every Tuesday. Okay. And the time has changed to 9:15 for those of you all that aren't aware. All right. But we have your Apple, your Exxon, we have Cintas, we have Intel, Ross, Adobe, Monster Beverage, Comcast. So all of these companies that you all are familiar with. So this is what we trade. Now we're going to talk about how we actually trade it. So with the market open, we have 2 simple steps. Okay. Now the first step is quite simple. We go over the directional bias. Okay. So the directional bias tells us what we should be primarily looking for. Now, this doesn't mean that this can't change, right? Because the market can move whenever it wants, right? But we look at the 200 EMA to determine our directional bias. So if the 200 EMA is moving upward, then we look for buys. Okay. If the 200 is moving downward, then we're looking for sales. Okay. And more specifically, if that 20 EMA is above the 200, we're definitely looking for buys. And if that 20 EMA is beneath the 200, we're looking for sales. Okay. And so if it's moving sideways, we have to be a little bit more cautious, but we're looking for those significant support and resistance levels when the market is moving sideways, and pretty much look for entries outside of the Keltner. Okay. But once we determine our directional bias, we then look for what we call a BPC. So I can tell you right now, and I already took a look at the market, the directional bias for today is a sell, but we'll go over that in a minute. Okay, so with the BPC stands for breakout, pullback, continuation. And great morning to everybody that's joined. Okay. All right, so we look at this on the 15-minute chart. Okay, we look at the most recent support and resistance level near current price. So let's say that this is current price. Support and resistance levels is here. All right, so we got a breakout, pullback, and then we get continuation. Same thing for the sell side. Most recent support of resistance. We get a breakout, pullback, continuation to the downside. And so when we see that formation, we look for that when price gets near our buy and sell zones. We look for those BPCs. If we're looking for sales, we're looking for a bearish BPC. And if we're looking for buys, we're looking for a bullish BPC. Okay. And so that's extremely important to be able to identify. So we're going to talk about the setup from yesterday and how the market performed yesterday. And then we're going to get right into it. Okay. So let's go take a look at the charts. All right. So yesterday we had our buy, and I didn't move my buy and sell zone specifically to kind of highlight this. But yeah, buy zone, our sell zone was here near the 24,587 level. And then our buy zone was here. And this was near the 24,6 level. And so as we can see, this is around the time the market opened here. So price just kind of played around in this area, didn't really do too much. And then it finally started to move up in this area here. But then it was rejected right at our buy zone. And then it broke through our sell zone, and now we're here. So our directional bias for today is going to be a sell because our 20 is beneath the 200 EMA. And EMA just stands for exponential moving average. So we're just looking at, when you hear 20 EMA, that just means the average movement of the last 20 candles. And same thing for 200, the average movement of the last 200 candles. And so when we look at the overall direction, we can clearly see the market is trying to move down right now. Okay, and so we have to respect that, and we have to respect the momentum of the market. So our directional bias is a sell for today. Now, where are we putting our buy and sell zones? So current price is at 24,442. Okay, but we got a nice little support level right here that we have to keep in mind. So we want to put our sell zone right here for a clear move. I'd say right here at this 24,330 level. Why? Normally I put it at the level that's right beneath, because if we get a BPC and our entry is like right here, this is a very tight area to try to close and get some profits, versus we get a BPC past the next level, right? We break out pullback. Now we got continuation. Now we got continuation here. Okay, so a lot more room to move to the downside, and we'll definitely be out of our trade before price even gets to this strong level of support, if price wants to continue to move down. Okay, now on the upside of this, we're looking for the buy zone. So the buy zone, whenever we're moving in the opposite direction of the EMAs, we wanted to break the 200 EMA. And great morning to everybody that's joined, right? We wanted to break the 200 EMA and then the next level above it, because we don't want, because price reacts off the 200 all the time. All right, so it'll use it as support or resistance, or it'll actually break through. We can see in this instance here, price broke through the 200, but then it came back down, so it used it as a resistance. So we get to this 200, we don't want it to be price where it comes out, we get into a buy and it uses it as resistance, and now we're going in the opposite direction. We wanted to break through and then give us the BPC to show us that it is moving in the right direction. Okay, so that's one of the things that we want to kind of keep in mind. So our buy zone, if we break through the 200 here, our next level is here. So our buy zone is right up in here. The 24,779, 2480 level. This buy zone right here. This is my buy zone. I'm making it a little thicker because we did get some rejection here. So if we get a BPC pass here, right, then that's a good trade. Okay. Now it will take time for price to get back up to this point. So if we're getting in this morning, it's going to come from this bottom side right here, right? We break out, pull back, and then we continue to the downside for today's trade. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Our buy zone again is at 24,866. Our sell zone is at 24,325. Okay, those are the two areas that we're really focusing on. And remember, guys, the bearish BPC is breakout to the downside with a bearish candle first. Okay, let's draw it near our area here. We want to break out with a bearish candle. Okay, there's our bearish candle, right? And then we want to pull back. Okay, here. All right. And then we want to continue to the downside. Okay, continue to the downside here. And when we continue, we want it to break past our pullback area. Okay, we want it to break past our pullback area. So we want that continuation to the downside here. Okay, breakout, pullback, continuation. That's the price action that we're looking for. All right, and we look for this on the 1 minute to help us get into the trade earlier. So if price approaches our sell zone here, pretty soon I'll be navigating over in a chart to look for that BPC. Okay, but for this is what we have. This is what we're looking at, and let's see opportunity to get into the market at a pretty efficient rate today. Yesterday, the market didn't really move that much during market open, so let's see if we get something different. Now, we do have news today. Okay, we do have news, so that's really important. When you're trading, you want to make sure you check every single day before you get into the market. All right, so our news today is Federal Chair Powell, and that's going to be at 12:20 p.m. So if you're in any trades or if you're trading during that time, be very cautious of that. Okay. And it says, due to participating in a moderated discussion about the economic outlook on and monetary policy at the National Association for Business Economics annual meeting in Philadelphia, audience questions expected. So that's going to be kind of like an ongoing thing, but it's saying the usual effect of this news is a more hawkish than expected, and it's good for the currency. So we might get some positive bullish movement from it, but we'll see. We'll see, because the market can do, again, whatever it wants, whenever it wants. But we do have news. So personally, I don't really like to have trades taken after 12 o'clock. So, but everybody's trading is different. Everybody's rules is different. So keep that in mind if you are trading during that time, to make sure that he'll be speaking at 12:20. Okay, so that's what we're looking at for today. We got about 3 minutes until market opens. We did get a couple of alerts. I kind of like to try to go over that a little bit before. So we got a crossover for GBP USD. I'm gonna go over that real quick right before the market opens and see if that was a good crossover. Let's see, GBP USD. All right. So yes, this was a really good crossover. So whoever took advantage of that, you definitely took profit off of that. Okay. Definitely took profit off of that. Very nice crossover to the downside for GBP USD. Okay. So lots of opportunities. Stay patient. Wait for the optimal time to trade. You don't have to force anything. Don't feel like you're losing out or not getting opportunity. Don't feel like any of that. Okay. So just wait for your turn to actually get into the market. Okay. Because it benefits you in the long run. You see the results, and you'll see that it's more conducive for your progression. All right. Okay, Mary, I see you got into that one. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Excellent. 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 Okay, so we are less than 2 minutes away until market opens. Hopefully we can get some movement pretty fast today. And if not, it is what it is. We don't force anything. Either it's there or it's not. It's really that simple. There's so many opportunities to get into the market. You do not have to constrain yourself to this one opportunity. And that's why I have developed a system for everybody that's in the academy to be able to take advantage. If we don't get this opportunity, we're not just subjective to NAS, right? But if NAS is moving correctly, hey, we get more opportunity. Okay. So that's extremely important. But yes, we are about less than a minute away from the market open. And let's see what we get for today, guys. I'm excited to see if we can grab a sale for today. We're definitely looking for sales. But we always remain objective, because if the market decides it wants to go in the opposite direction, then we have to be respectful of that. But as far as the session for this morning, we should be pretty good as far as news is concerned. Now we just got to take our time, read what the market is giving us, and then take advantage of that, of whatever that looks like. Okay. So we have 25 seconds until the market is open. Let's see what we get today. Happy New Day, Mary. Always great to have you. Always great. Great morning, everybody else that's online, guys. Great morning. Okay. Great morning. Great morning. All right. All right, guys. Market is open now. Market is open. Definitely in the sell zone today, Mary. Definitely. All right. So here we go. Let's see. Can NAS make some moves today, or are we going to be pretty solid from yesterday? Let's see. Let's see if we can catch some movement a little bit so we can get a better look here. Look like it's trying to come down. not bad, but it's going to be very interesting to see what price does right here, because we know when price came down here the first time, what did it do? It bounced right on up. So if price gets back down to this area, will the bears have enough strength to break out, pull back, and continue? Or will the buyers be sitting here waiting to push price back to the upside? Those are the two questions there. Okay, so we just have to be patient and wait for our opportunity. Patient and wait for our opportunity, guys. That's it. We're not rushing anything. We're not forced. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. Okay? Let's see what we get here. Okay, let's see what we get. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Hopefully we can get some good movement within the next minutes. We know that the session pretty much ends at 10 o'clock, so we'll grab something then. Okay. Looks like price is trying to come down. Let's see. Here we go, y'all. Right now, price is just kind of teetering in between this what level is this? This 24,425 level. If we can get a nice little break to the downside, that would be awesome. But we have to wait and see what happens. Wait and see what happens, guys. Here we go. All right, looks like we're getting a little bit of movement here. Let's see how this thing really closes though. Because it can start off strong and then get here and then wick all the way back. So we just have to be patient. Be patient, be patient, be patient. Patient pays. Patience pays. Good morning, everybody that's locked in. Let's see if we can hop into something today. Here we go. Looks like I'm trying to approach the sales zone though. Still got a little bit more ways to go, but we're getting closer. So that's a good sign. Here we go. We're moving now. We're moving. Nice, nice. All right, our sell zone now. We're entering our sell zone now. So now, let's see how this thing looks on the 1 minute. I'm going to go to the 1 minute here. Good liquidity movement here. Let's see how we respond to level right here. This is what I want to see. Now, where would I want my stop loss if I was to get in? Breakout. I put my stop loss about right here. Okay, so I base my stop loss from the 5 minute, guys. Just a quick little tip right there. That's why I base my stop. Okay, let's see if we can break out of this level right here. Let's see if we can get a nice little breakout here. Are the bears strong enough, or are the bulls going to push price back up? Looks like they're trying to break. That's good. That's good stuff. 35 seconds until this candle closes. 35 seconds. Here we go. If the body of this candle, that's considered a breakout. When the body of the candle breaks beneath the level of support for our bearish BPC, that's considered a breakout. And so far, it looks like the body of this candle is going to break. Yep, body of the candle broke. So there's our breakout here. We got a slight little pullback off that candle. That's good. Slight pullback off that candle here. Very nice. Okay, so now I'm going to put my level right here because I need my pullback candle to break past this level right here. My continuation candle breaks past this level, then I'm getting into a sell. And I'm actually going to get my sell prepared here. Okay, so I'm going here. I'm clicking sell. Stop loss. It's going to be up here. Stop loss is looking at like 24,408 for my stop loss. Okay. Make sure you are conscious of your risk management for this when you are taking those trades. Nice pullback here. Very nice pullback. Okay. Very nice pullback. Let's see if we get some continuation and it's not just a fake out. And this is why the BPC is so important, because that pullback will let you know, all right, should I stay? Should I get into the trade, or should I just wait? That's what that pullback tells you. Is this price responding as support and bouncing up, or are we really going to the downside or to the upside, whichever direction you're trading? Okay. So let's see what we get for today. 2 seconds. Not bad. We got some rejection off of that candle right there. So that tells me that the sellers are still in play. But again, we need to break past my line before I even consider getting into a trade. If we don't do that, then I'm not getting in. But if we do, then I'm all for it. But I need a clear break. I don't need no little fake break. I need a clear body beneath this yellow line. That's what I want to see. Okay. Great morning, everybody that joined. Great morning. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a clear break, guys. Clear break. Got 10 seconds left on this candle right here. Ten seconds. Here we go. Can we get a break? Y'all think we can get a break? Let's see. Let's see if we get our break right here. Ten seconds. We cutting it close. Strong bearish candle, but let's see if we can get some follow through with this next one. Some follow through. We got our breakout. We got our nice pullback. Let's see if we can get our continuation. Remember, the continuation has to break past the pullback area. Nice. We need it to close though. You wait until the candle closes. You never just jump in there because this thing can easily wick up and be out. So I'm waiting until the candle closes, 20 seconds. But that's a strong move. Let's see if it can close out strong. 10 seconds. Here we go. Let's see. It's kind of cutting it close. I need a clean break. I'm not in anything yet. Cutting it close. All right, I'm in a sell. I am in a sell. Wow. Look at that. Look at that move right there. All right, so my take profit is going to be 0.1%. So I'm just coming down here to where my active trade is. And then I'm going to measure it down to 0.1% from where I entered. So I'll come down here, 0.1% right there. Okay. And I'm going to drag my take profit right there. Right here. There's my take profit right there. Okay. So there we have it. And we should be good to go from there. Okay. Stop loss is set. Take profit is set. Now we just see if we can get some outside, which looks pretty healthy the way that this move is. It's a pretty strong bearish movement here. So we don't have that much of a distance to close out. Still got some time left for the session, so that's good too. And with this one move here, we are set to gain based on what I enter for my stop loss and my lot size. Trade locker is a little slow today, but let's see if we can get it together here. I'm gonna do a quick refresh here on my screen. It's lagging a little bit, but I am in a sell right now. I am in a sell. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so set the gain 149. Not that much profit, but still, we take what we can get here. You take it here. All right, so let's see. Let's see if we can get our continuation here. That last candle moves pretty fast. My stop loss is all the way up here at 24,408. Can actually move it down a little bit too, because now we have a couple of levels of resistance. So if you want to adjust your stop loss, you could. But we have 1, we have 2, we have 3 levels. So I'm going to bring my stop loss down to here. Hold on one second. Bring my stop loss down to here. Oh, right here. Okay, so stop loss adjustment is 24,366. You can keep it at the original one if you want to give it a little bit more space. I feel like it has, hold on, let me look at the 5-minute one more time. Just to make sure that I'm not looking at the noise behind this. Let's see here. Actually, I kind of like it where it was, but it's okay. So we'll leave it, I'll leave it there for right now. But if you want, my original stop loss was 24,406. And I'm sorry, 410. And then the adjusted one is 24,366. Okay. So we'll see if we can get some continuation to the downside here. But we had a clear breakout of our sell zone. And let's see if we retest this next key level down here, which is the 203 level. Okay, the 24,203 level. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Right now, I'm looking at the 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart. So I'm at the 5-minute chart. Okay. So you breathe. Just keep an eye out on it, and we'll see if we can close with a winner for the day. Okay. But again, my stop loss, my original stop loss was at 24. I want to give it more space. And if you want to kind of tighten it up a little bit, 24,366. I think that this is a very, very strong level right here. So that's why I tighten my, okay. So that's where we are, guys. Let's see if we can close out with a win. Again, thank you guys for tapping in with me. So you like, subscribe. Go ahead and send this out. Hit the bell notification. Okay. And again, next week, same time, 9:15. That's the new time, guys. 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's keep building and let's keep growing. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.